The roar of the Beijing crowd fades into a suffocating silence as Jannik Sinner stares at the net, racket limp in his hand. It's the final tiebreak of the 2024 China Open Championship match, 3-0 up, victory inches away against his fiercest rival, Carlos Alcaraz. Then, in a blur of 7 unrelenting points, it crumbles. Alcaraz, eyes blazing with that trademark fire, snatches the title in a heartbeat, leaving Sinner shattered on the court he once conquered. How does a world number one unravel so completely? What ghosts from past glories haunt this Italian phenom steps back to the diamond court? Stick around as we unravel the raw pulse of Sinner's Beijing saga, a whirlwind of glory snatched away and dreams clawing for redemption. If you're hooked on tennis that bleeds drama, smash that subscribe button now and join the Tennis Insider fam for more unfiltered courtside truth. From the dusty edges of a breakout season in 2023, Jannik Sinner stepped into Beijing not as a conqueror, but as a quiet storm brewing on the horizon. Fresh off his maiden ATP Masters 1000 crown in Toronto, the 22-year-old Italian arrived with the weight of top 10 expectations pressing like the humid autumn air. His opening clash against Daniel Evans unfolded like a gritty street fight. Sinner clawed through 3 grueling sets, each point a testament to his unyielding baseline precision, those laser-guided forehands slicing through the night. The crowd, a sea of flashing lights and fervent cheers, sensed something electric. Next came Grigor Dimitrov, the Bulgarian wizard whose one-handed backhand danced like poetry in peril. Sinner absorbed the flair, countering with raw power, edging out another 3-set epic that left his legs burning but his spirit ignited. Yoshihito Nishioka fell in a straight sets demolition, the Japanese player's scrappy defense no match for Sinner's relentless rhythm. Then, the semi-final thunder, Carlos Alcaraz, the Spanish prodigy whose every leap seemed to defy gravity. The air thickened with rivalry's sharp tang. Sinner, cool as alpine frost, stole the first set in a tie-break razor-wire duel, then unleashed a 6-1 second set blitz that echoed his growing dominance. 4 matches, 4 victories, each building like chapters in an unfinished novel of ascent. The final loomed against Daniil Medvedev, the Russian wall who had toppled Sinner 6 times before, their battles etched in Miami's salt-sweat scars. Tiebreak after tiebreak, Sinner dismantled the fortress, 2 sets of pure mental warfare, his serves booming like thunderclaps over the diamond court. As the trophy gleamed under floodlights, Sinner's voice cracked with rare vulnerability, his words a nod to the grind that forged him. In that moment, Beijing wasn't just a title, it was rebirth, propelling him into the top 5, a beacon for every underdog chasing the summit. Yet, even in triumph's glow, the seeds of future tempests stirred unseen. A year later, 2024's Beijing sun rose hotter, casting longer shadows over Sinner's reign as the freshly crowned world number 1, the first Italian to claim that throne. Returning as defending champion, he carried the invisible armor of invincibility, but the draw whispered warnings. Nicolas Jarry, the Chilean powerhouse, tested him in the opener, forcing Sinner to summon demons from a set down, his comeback a symphony of drop shots and diving passes that turned deficit into dominance. The crowd's pulse quickened, sensing the stakes. Roman Safiullin followed, another 3-set siege where Sinner's forehand became a weapon of precision fury, each winner ripping through the baseline like a verdict. Deeper into the week, the path cleared to the final, but echoes of 2023 rivalry resurfaced. Alcaraz, now a 3-time Grand Slam menace, waited like a predator in the championship shadows. Their clash wasn't tennis, it was a Colosseum spectacle, 3 hours of sweat-soaked savagery under Beijing's relentless lights. Sinner seized the first set in a tie-break heartbeat, his serves unreturnable, the court his unchallenged domain. Alcaraz clawed back in the second, trading blows in rallies that stretched eternity, each error a dagger twist. The decider hung by a thread, Sinner's game, unbreaking, pushed to another tiebreak where fate's cruel hand intervened. Leading 3-0, the world tilted, Alcaraz's counterpunch erupted, 7 points in a frenzy that silenced the arena. Sinner's racket met the court in quiet defeat, the sting sharper than any loss before. In the presser, his words carried the weight of a warrior regrouping, pride in the fight, eyes already fixed on horizons beyond the heartbreak. Beijing, once his kingdom, now bore the bruise of betrayal, a chapter closed in agony that fueled whispers of doubt. Yet, in that raw vulnerability, Sinner's resolve hardened, transforming loss into lore, a narrative arc bending toward inevitable return. The Diamond Court, stained with his sweat and tears, called him back, unfinished and unrelenting. Now, as September's chill whispers through Beijing's avenues in 2025, Jannik Sinner strides into the China Open arena not as underdog or king, but as a phoenix mid-flame, number 2 in the rankings, dethroned by Alcaraz's US Open shadow but armed with a glittering 9-1 ledger here, per the ATP's unerring stats. The draw unfolds like a gauntlet of ghosts, Alexander Zverev's booming serves in potential quarters, Alex de Minaur's scurrying speed lurking, even compatriot Lorenzo Musetti's flair as a wild card. Sinner's arrival speech hummed with quiet fire, his season's ambitions laid bare, a hunger to etch his name beside Djokovic and Nadal in Beijing's multiple title pantheon. Early practice sessions betray no cracks, his ground strokes whip sharper, footwork a silent vow against last year's spectre. Triumphs of 2023 echo in every warm-up swing, the Medvedev conquest a talisman against doubt. Heartbreak scar from 2024. It pulses as motivation, that tiebreak collapse replayed in midnight drills, Alcaraz's surge dissected like a battlefield map. Unfinished business hangs heavy, the chance to reclaim the throne, to flip the rivalry script in a rematch that could redefine eras. Fans flood the stands, their chants a rising tide, sensing the Italian's quiet intensity could unleash chaos. Each point now carries the weight of legacy, a second crown to silence detractors, proof that number 1 status is no fluke but fate's deliberate arc. As the first ball flies, Beijing braces. Sinner's journey, a tapestry of peaks and valleys, teeters on this edge, where redemption isn't promised but pursued with the ferocity of a man who knows glory's taste and loss's bite. The Diamond Court, ever the impartial judge, awaits his verdict. In the heart of this electric narrative, where every serve cracks like destiny's hammer, remember, you're watching it unfold through the lens of Tennis Insider, the pulse of pro tennis, unscripted and unbreakable. Sinner's Beijing Odyssey isn't just matches, it's the soul of the sport laid bare, a reminder that true champions rise from the rubble of their own ruins. As he chases that elusive second star, will the ghosts of tiebreaks past fuel a fairy tale finish, or forge new scars in the saga? One thing's certain, in tennis's unforgiving theater, Jannik Sinner scripts his own encore, and we're all riveted witnesses. Drop a like if this rivalry has you on edge, comment your prediction for his 2025 run, and subscribe to Tennis Insider for the breakdowns, the buzz, and the beats that make courtside addictive. The ball's in play, stay locked in.